What's good, EYTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So, the man Guillermo Rigondeux, El Chacal, he's arrived in Cardiff, Wales, and he's going to be fighting the young man out of the UK named Jazza Dickens, you know what I mean? Now, you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. The UK fans, that's one thing I have realized and I've noticed about them. They definitely appreciate Guillermo Rigondeux. You know what I'm saying? I bet they're going to show him mad love out there when he fights out there in Cardiff, in Wales. You know what I mean? You check it. I've noticed they appreciate his style, you know what I'm saying? And they know what he's about, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be quick to say, yeah, no question. The man, Carl Frampton, these guys, Scott Quigg, Leo Santa Cruz, they'll be quick to tell you, no question, man. They can't even call guys like Frampton a champ because the man Guillermo Rigondeux is the real champ. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ. To be the man, you got to beat the man. The old adage, you already know. You know what I'm saying? So, the man, I was watching an interview with Guillermo Rigondeux on Box Nation. You know what I'm saying? And the man Guillermo Rigondeux, they asked him questions about, you know, the guys running out of divisions, basically not to face the man, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they definitely talked about Scott, what's his name, Carl Frampton, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, basically Guillermo Rigondeux called all these guys cowards, you know what I'm saying? And he says he don't consider them real champions, you know what I mean? And, man, the man Guillermo Rigondeux was talking greasy, man. You know, this man, and ain't nothing changed. That's how he always talks. I wish he could speak English, but the way they translated from Spanish, you know, the man is real confident. And, you know, they asked the man, who's the best fighter on the planet, or who's the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet? The man told, Guillermo Rigondeux told the interviewer, man, you asking questions you already know, or don't ask questions you already know. Basically implying that he's the best, you know what I'm saying? They even asked him about Lomachenko. And Guillermo Rigondeux basically said the man is scared to fight him. He said Lomachenko is scared and he ran out of the division. He ran to 130 to avoid Guillermo Rigondeux. Guillermo Rigondeux said he's down to have the fight at a catchweight at 124 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the man Guillermo Rigondeux was basically talking about, you know, it doesn't matter what the fans say, what some fans say about his style being boring. And he says he fights at levels. He fights at a level he's comfortable at. And that's what I've noticed in every fight I've watched Guillermo Rigondeux. From the very first time I seen him, because I done seen every fight of his, you know what I mean? He debuted on Friday Night Fights on ESPN. And the man was getting everybody out of there in spectacular fashion, all right? Now, where the boring mantra came from, I have no clue. And anytime I've seen when they said he was in a boring fight, you got to always look at the opponent he's fighting, man. Look at the fight he had with Nonito Donaire. I dare anybody on this planet to come and tell me that was a boring fight. There were points in times that in the fight where the crowd was booing. But, you know, the crowd was booing because their man, Nonito Donaire, wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? The man wasn't doing anything to stop the man Guillermo Rigondeux. He was eating left hooks all night, being negated by the jab, by the smaller man at that. And the man Nonito Donaire was almost 20 pounds bigger than him. Then the next fight he had the fight with, when he headlined the show with, what's the Ghanaian guy? What's his name? Joseph Agbeko. Now, this man, Joseph Agbeko, man, that was the worst fight I've ever seen him in. This man ain't throw no punches. Kept his hands in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Didn't bring no action. You know what I'm saying? Look at this fight when he fought this kid, Tion Kennedy, man. This guy, Tion Kennedy, was like a deer caught in headlights. You know what I'm saying? I believe this was like on a Manny Pacquiao undercard. You know what I mean? I know it was on a pay-per-view. You check it? Now the man Agbeko, he ain't do nothing. Just like the last man Guillermo Rigondeux fought on that Cotto and Canelo undercard. That guy Francisco, I believe, from the Philippines. This man ain't do nothing the whole fight. The man Guillermo Rigondeux, he himself said it in the interview with Box Nation. He pitches shutouts, you know what I'm saying? He pitches shutouts. Now, if you say that fight was boring, okay, so be it. But I put the blame and the pressure on the guy who's fighting Guillermo Rigondeux. You got to take it to him. And you see what happens with Guillermo Rigondeux when you put the pressure on him. The man's going to fight, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the man Guillermo Rigondeux might not have the vicious body attack, and he might not go hard to the body. Why don't these boxers go to his body and give him, make him pay for what he don't like? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that all that stuff about being boring, that's ridiculous, man. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch, man. My favorite style is a boxer puncher. I like all kinds of styles, but I like a boxer puncher. A guy who could box you, a guy like Tommy Hearns, a guy like Marvin Hagler, you know what I'm saying? A guy who could box you, box your ears off, and pound you with that right hand and eventually get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Guillermo Rigondeux is to me, a boxer puncher, you know what I'm saying? You check it, look at the fight he fought on New Year's Eve one year with this guy, this Japanese guy, I think Hamagashi or something, you know what I'm saying? Fight out there, I think it was in Japan, right? It was in Japan. Man, this guy dropped Guillermo Rigondeux twice. He was a much bigger guy, you know what I'm saying? He was a very big featherweight, you know what I'm saying? He dropped Guillermo twice. Man, you seen Guillermo get off that canvas, man, and he proceeded to break this man's face, man. You know what I'm saying? He broke his orbital bone same way he did the Nonito Donaire. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me anything about the man being boring, man. And if you know, this is boxing, man. There's different styles, man. You check it. You check it, this isn't no bar fight, you know what I mean? And if you want to see a bar fight or a schoolyard fight, go wait for the kids to fight after school, you know what I'm saying, at 3 o'clock, you know what I mean? You check it, if you're talking about boxing, then you're talking about Guillermo Rigondeux is one of the best, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no sock'em rock'em robots or no slugfest, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Fellas got to use their brain when they fighting in there, because this is a dangerous sport, you know what I'm saying? Look at how he's taking Nonito to school, man. Left hands, double left hands. You checking now. If anybody tried to say Guillermo Rigondeux runs or fights scared, look at that. The man's pivoted in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? One fight I'd love to see Guillermo Rigondeux, if he don't get one with Lomachenko, he got to go for these guys on the pound for pound list. He got to get that man, what's his name, Chocolatito, to come up and meet at a catchweight or something. 120 or something, you know what I'm saying? You check it, because those are the only kind of guys who I see Guillermo Rigondeux fighting who, you know, because anybody else he fights, he's going to beat him, man. It's going to be easy work, man. He's kind of like Floyd Mayweather and the guys like Andre Ward. And he himself said those are three best fighters he thinks that's pound for pound on the planet. He himself, Floyd Mayweather, and Andre Ward. You know what I mean? So, you know, Lomachenko, I wish he could come down back to 126. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully get to 124 and fight the man, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Guillermo Rigondeux, no matter who he fights, the fans ain't going to give him no chance to shine, you know what I mean? You check it, they're going to say he's boring, this, that, or the third. I think this the fight with that big Japanese right there. You check it. So the man Guillermo Rigondeux has a chance to, if he gets a chance to get these guys in the ring, because, you know, guys like Jazza Dickens, it's not cutting it. But, you know, that's the only fights he can get to fight right now, you know what I'm saying? Leo Santa Cruz, the big money fights weren't there. Look, that's when the Japanese dropped Rigo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, hopefully Guillermo Rigondeux can get some big fights after this Jazza Dickens fight. And it's glad to see him back in the boxing ring, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I love to hear his interviews. Any interview I hear from him, and even though it's translated from Spanish to English, it's pretty interesting, man. I love to hear this young man talk. He's not a young man. He's actually an older cat in the game. But he's quite an entertainer, man. So we'll see what it do, man. Guillermo Rigondeux's talking greasy, and he's letting everybody know, man. He's ready for everybody. Go check out his interview with Box Nation. Alright, this be Marsh Boxing. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. And please subscribe. And again, thanks for listening, y'all. Peace.